Welcome to day 27 of my 30-day self-love Pilates challenge. For today's full body practice with an emphasis on upper body, we're going to start kneeling, so I'll meet you there. Finding a kneeling position, but can you bring the knees just a little bit wider than the hips for stability, and start to bring the hands down by your side. As you breathe out, lift the hips, lift the arms, and then as you breathe in, lower everything back down. Start to spread the fingertips, keeping the palms facing down as you lift, and then lower. We're getting straight into today's practice, so use this as a little bit of a warm-up, and take your time to feel into the shape. Now, rather than just swinging the arms back and forth, can you move with intention here? As we're not using any weights, so we're really trying to build into these shapes. Think about drawing the belly button in, and rather than pressing the hips forward, can you keep the shoulders directly over the hips and then back? Now let's go 5. We are holding up in 4. 3, 2, on 1, can you hold all the way up? Now we're going to flip the palms open, come back, flip the palms down, take a seat. Exhale, lift, flip the palms open, exhale, close, flip the palms, take a seat. Now I know what you're thinking. This is going to start off really easy, can't feel it, and that's okay. You just trust the process, give yourself this time for you, and see what happens. Over time, the muscles will start to talk, and that's where you talk back. Or you set an intention, you be really kind, and remember your why. Now let's just do 2 more here. Last one, you're gonna hold all the way up. Now open the arms, exhale, close. Inhale, open the arms, spirit fingers are active, exhale, close. Can you think about squeezing your chest muscles in, and then lengthening? Exhale, squeeze, and lengthen. Squeeze and lengthen. At the same time, can you think about wrapping your ribs in and drawing your belly button up and in? Let's go 3. Last 2. Holding all the way out on 1. Now can you flip the palms to face behind you and then flip the palms forward? So thumbs down, thumbs up. Thumbs down, thumbs up. Remember, this is your warm-up for your class, so it doesn't have to be an intense burn. And can you really think about stretching your arms either side of the body? Ooh, things start to get a little bit warmer, and we're here for 5. 4, keeping the core engaged for 3. Last 2. Now on 1, can you hold your palms back, thumbs down, pinkies up? Now we're gonna flick the wrists, squeezing the shoulder blades as you exhale, almost like you're throwing a basketball behind you. And if you're not a sports person, either am I, think about throwing negative energy, something you don't want, get out of the space. It's not invited, just good vibes. Can you keep the fingertips active, so keep squeezing everything? And we're here for 10, 9, 8, keep drawing the belly button in, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, holding back in 2, holding back on 1, palms still facing the back. We're going to draw circles. Now can you squeeze the space between your shoulder blades a little bit closer, keeping active through the arms. We have 5, we are reversing in 4, in 3, in 2, keep the arms up, 1, reverse your circles. Keep trying to press the palms behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, surprise, and 1, hold, pinkies up, little pulses, keep pressing back for 10, 9, 8, 7, let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, release the arms, take a seat and just roll through the shoulders. Take a little moment for you, and we're gonna add on from this shape. So from here, can you extend the arms? Can you lift the hips? We're gonna pull your left elbow in, lengthen. Right elbow in, and lengthen. Now as you pull the elbows in, can you visualize drawing the rib and the hip closer towards one another, and then back? So it's a little pull in and back. You can start to move your hips really subtly, but we're not here for a full dance party, not today. maybe later in the week, a little surprise for you. But keep this shape really intentional. Elbows in and back, elbows in and back. So you're pressing the hip towards the bent elbow. Who said you need weights for arm workouts? But if you do want weighted workouts, let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I'm definitely going to be adding them after the challenge because we're ready. We are ready to ramp things up. Speaking of, we are just here for 5, 4, let's go 3, 2, on 1, hold. Now both elbows in, reach along. Both elbows in, reach along. Start to lean and then extend. So we're leaning forward, pressing the hips back and reach. Now your hips are not touching your heels. We're thinking about squeezing the shoulder blades, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the shoulder blades, squeezing the glutes. Let's go 5, 4, 3, keep this shape coming from your lower belly. 2, holding out on 1, guess what? We're circling. Forward, this time arms are in a little V shape forward. We're here for 5, we're reversing 4, in 3, let's go 2, reversing on 1. Now if you can't remember what direction you're doing, it's okay, it happens all the time, don't worry, 50-50 chance. So take a guess. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, let the arms and the hips come down. Just take a little moment to shake it all out. Now when you are ready, we are going to take a seat onto your bottom. Extend the legs really long. Just allow everything to be quite floppy. We're going to extend the arms in front of you. Take a full breath in, sit up as tall as you can, almost like there's a wall behind you. And then as you breathe out, we're going to hinge elbow of the right down, tap the mat, say hello, and we're going to pull everything back up. So we're coming down, left elbow, and then we're pulling back up as we breathe out. Coming down, pulling back up. Now as we find this hinge, can you think about bringing your eye gaze to the direction of your bent elbow and back? So if you're twisting to the left, eye gaze to the left and back. Now everything from the waist down, super glued. It is concrete to the mat. We're not moving through the legs or the hips. It is a pure rotation from the waist. So we're trying to wring out through the waist and back. Now if you imagine you have a pair of wet bathers, we're trying to twist them and get all the water out, just like your spine. So really think about twisting, wringing out those wet bathers and back. Twisting and back. If it helps, you can really press your heels into the earth, knees, inner thighs together. And let's go 5. Each side, by the way. 4. Take your time here. This is 3. Last 2. Now on 1, can you come back to center? So finish off the sides and then slowly come back to center, restack the spine. Keeping a nice flat back, can you just start to hinge slightly here for me? Where you start to feel a little bit of tummy time activation. So we're really drawing the belly button in. We're gonna lift the right leg, lower. Lift the left leg and lower. So rather than a curved spine, we're keeping a real flat back by drawing the belly button in. And can you keep reaching the spirit fingers long? Slightly point the toes out. This is 5, 4, 3. Let's go 2. On 1, lower the legs, take a forward fold. Allow the belly to be really soft, the head to be heavy. And just come back to your breath. Coming back to your mat. Full breath in. And staying for your breath out. Now we're going to restack the spine, and this time we are going to roll through the spine. So tuck the chin to the chest. Can you think about a shape of a cashew? So we're really trying to create that C shape through your spine as you draw the belly button in, but also up. So really creating an exaggerated curve. Now can you go a tiny bit lower and hold? Now we're going to open to the right, come back to center, open to the left, come back to center, and then roll through the spine to restack. We do this again. Tuck the chin to the chest, exhale as you come down. Inhale as you hold. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, back to center, and then you roll chest over the belly button. Do this a few more times and really start to find your range. Exhale as you twist open and back. Exhale as you twist open and back. Now, if you are finding your tummy is shaking, your whole body is starting to vibrate, that's the good stuff. So that's where I want you to stay. You know the difference between discomfort and pain. Trying to make the tummy work a little bit harder by slowing down your movement. And if at any point you feel this through your lower back, just minimize your range, maybe take the twist out. Remembering each day is different, every day you're different. So listen to your body in this current moment and move accordingly. Let's just do 2 more here. Keep rolling through the spine, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. 1 more here. Open. Come back to center. Finish up on the left-hand side. Coming back to center. And can you just hold for 3? Draw the belly button in for 2. On 1, lowering all the way down onto your back. Now, can you start to bring the hands behind the head? Extend the legs long. You might want to bring them to the width of your mat, but really drawing down into the mat with your hip bones, your sit bones, and take a full breath in, full breath out. 1 more deep breath in, and finding your curl up, tuck the chin to the chest as you breathe out. Shoulder blades lift, and then you lower back down. Now, as your legs are open, allow the hips just to be really relaxed. And you may even find that through reduced range, but just roll with it. Trust the process. Let's go 5 more. Slowing your movement down. Exhale as you lift up for 4. Let's go 3. Final 2. Now on 1, can you hold your crunch? We're gonna lift your right leg to tabletop, and then we're gonna lower it back down as we lower the head. We're going to the left, so crunch, pull the left knee into the chest, and then lower everything back down. Now, rather than just letting the legs swing up and down, can you move really slowly, matching the movement to your breath? Exhale as you crunch 1 leg to tabletop. Inhale as you slowly lower, like you're stretching out the body. We're here for 5. Keep drawing the belly button in. 4. Let's go 3. Final 2. Now on 1, we're holding to the right hand side. So keep the right leg lifted. Can you twist to the right? Can you extend the leg and the head? Twist to the right, extend the leg, lower the head. Now as we twist, can you think about trying to stretch over to the right and back? Rather than just the elbow, we're lifting the shoulder, the armpit up and back. Aiming for the outside of the right thigh. And we're here for 10. 9. Come back to your breath for 8. Think about the happiest place alive where we are so strong and we love Pilates. 5 more. Stay with me. 4. Let's go 3. 2. Now on 1, can you hold? Now can you lift the left leg off the ground, and we're going to change sides. Change. So finding your bite, keeping the shoulders off the mat, but moving in slow motion. Exhale, change. Inhale, center. Exhale, change. So we're not in a hurry, and aiming to keep your hips nice and heavy. This is 10. 9, 8, 7, We take a little breather in 6, 5, 4, let's go 3, 2, on 1, lower the head, hug the knees into the chest. Bring the knees out wide as you open the hips, maybe even happy baby is where you'd like to go for a moment. Allowing everything to soften. And then to start to bring the feet down, extending the legs long, and we're going straight to the other side. So this time as we come up, the left knee is coming in and we're twisting. Full breath in. And as you breathe out, you twist to the left with the right elbow. Lower everything slowly. Come on up and twist to the left. Slowly lower back down. Now I find it helps if you keep planting your right heel into the mat, allowing it to be really heavy. And you can lift up the right shoulder a little bit more. Notice where you start to feel this in the body. Notice how the body responds. What feelings come up. And can you try to reach the outside of the left thigh or knee? Let's just go for 6, 5. We are holding up second round of your bikes in 4. Let's go 3, 2. On 1, can you hold? Can you keep the left leg where it is, but then lift the right? Take a full breath in. Exhale, you change. Inhale through center. Exhale, change. So we're moving slowly today, all about control. Now we are coming into your legs after this. So last little bit, let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You are so strong, I know you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock, a little hug. Maybe kiss your knees, mwah, mwah, for the hard work. And we're gonna roll onto your right hand side. We're staying close to the ground today. I like to do this every now and then during the week, just in case your energy level's not here today. I've got you. So lie all the way down. Can you bend your knees so they're in line with your hips and your shins are facing the edge of your mat? If you're not using a mat, they're just parallel. Take a full breath in, bring the hand to the hip. As you breathe out, can you keep the knee bent but lift, keep the foot flexed. Inhale as you lower back down. Now I want you to imagine there's a magnet between the two inner thighs. They're forbidden lovers. They're really attracted to one another. So increase resistance as you lift and then push them back down. So we're pulling apart, pushing back down. Sometimes I have weird analogies for things, so hopefully they don't make sense. But all I just want you to remember is matching your intention to your movement goes a long, long way with your Pilates practice. Let's go 10, aiming for the hips to stay stacked. So that's where the top hand comes in handy. This is 7, 6, 5. We are holding up in 3, in 2. Can you hold all the way up on 1? Keep the foot flexed. Now we're gonna drive the knee back in line with the hip, knee still bent, and then the knee comes through center. So open, get a nice side stretch, pull it back in. So the knee's gonna stay bent the whole time, and the shin comes parallel to the back of your mat, and then to the front of your mat. Exhale, reach, inhale, pull back. Now, if anyone has really tight hips, sometimes that is me, this can be a really nice release, increasing your mobility, your range. So take your time here. Let's go 5, 4, final 3. We are bringing it back in 2. Now on 1, can you pull it back to center? Now we're gonna kick the leg forward. We're gonna bend the knee, we're gonna slide it back. Now I like to point the toes, so you kick your leg forward. Bend the knee, slide the knee back. aiming to keep the top of the thigh really still, and it's just moving from the hip. So your knee stays in line with your hip as you extend, and then it stays in line with your hip as you kick. We're not in a hurry. I've said that about 20 times this practice. Apologies, but it's important. We're not in a hurry. We are really trying to get the most out of this shape. 5 more. Let's go 4. Final 3. A little surprise. In 2. Now on 1, can you hold your knee back with it bent? Now listen for the change. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So your hand can come to your hip, and we're trying to open and close. Little pulses up and down. So your thigh is now parallel to your bottom shin. We're here for 5, 4, let's go 3, 2, on 1, hold, bring your leg forward, extend the leg long, little pulses up and down. Point the toe down for 10, 9, 8, 7, let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we are not done, hold, keep it lifted. Now we're going to tap it down, and we're going to lift it back up. Bigger than before, tap it down, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Now we're going to be adding into this shape, so see how you feel. Let me know how the legs are going. In 3, we're holding the leg high. In 2, on 1, hold the leg high. Now slide it back, bring it forward, tap it down. Exhale, lift, slide it back in line with your hip, bring it forward, tap it down, lift, slide it back, bring it forward, and tap, lift, back, forward, and down. Now you also get a little bit of oblique work here, so you're lucky, you're welcome, you get 2 exercises or 2 muscles for the price of 1. 10 more. This is 8. We're gonna hold it back. 7, remember your why. Final 4. This is 3. Last 2. Can you hold it back on 1? Little lift, little lower, just for 5. 4, oh my goodness. 3, 2, and 1, hold, bring it back down. Let the leg settle, punch the leg. Sideline creeps on you really, really subtly, and then all of a sudden you're like, what's going on? That's okay, because we're nearly done. We're gonna do the other side, then you're out of here. So come all the way up. Just bring your left hand down, right hand overhead. Just take a really big stretch through the right side body. And then we're gonna change sides. So coming onto your left hand side. If you're already doing the left, change to the right. If you can't remember, take a guess. Hand as your pillow, or if you'd like to lie down flat, you can use your bicep. Now bring your knees in line with your hips, shins parallel to the mat. Exhale as you lift the top knee. Inhale as you push it back down. So we're pulling it apart and lower back down. Keeping the hips really stacked, using your right hand as a bit of feedback here as we lift and lower. Now the good thing is we have done this side. I lied, we have not. We have done this shape before, which means there are no surprises for the rest of the practice. If you don't trust me, that's okay, but I want you to back yourself. Because I know you can do this. You are so capable. You are so strong. So let's do this together, just for 5. 4. Final 3. Let's go 2. Holding all the way up on 1. Now, can you point the toe? We're going to slide the knee in line with the hip, and then we're going to bring it forward. Slide it back, bring it forward. If you prefer to flex the foot, you definitely can, but find what shape works for you as you think about the knee opening the hip and then driving the knee back to center. Open and drive it back. Inhale, open. Exhale as you extend it long. We're going to be adding the kick in 3. Let's go 2. Coming all the way back to center on 1. Now can you drive the knee forward, kick the toe, bend, extend with a bent knee. So we bend, you kick. The shin's going to be in line with the hip, and then you bend and press it back. Now I know it is tempting with this shape to kick it out like a little dance move, but we are moving slowly, getting every part of this exercise invited and making the movement a little bit more challenging for the muscles. We're here just for 3. Bent leg is where we're heading in 2. Now on 1, can you bend your right leg, your top leg, in line with your hip, maybe even behind? We're gonna lift and lower. So we're getting into the outer glute, the outer thigh, as we open the hip. Can you keep coming back to your breath for 5, 4, let's go 3, 2, hold your knee in line with your hip on 1. Now we're gonna bring the knee forward, kick the toe long and lift and lower. Now toe is down, heel is up for 10, 9, stay with me, 7, 6, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, we are holding on 1. Inhale, lower, tap the ground, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, tap the ground, exhale, lift. Thighs can touch and they separate. Now, typically, the second side is a little bit more of a struggle. Switches on a little bit quicker. And if that's the case right now, that's okay. It is for me. Use your breath. Use your happy place. Next time you lift, hold. We're sliding the heel in line with the hip. We bring it forward, tap it down. Exhale, lift. Slide the heel back in line with the hip. Bring it forward and tap. Now we're here for 10. We're finishing with the pulse, and then you are done, my friend, for your day. Yes, I'm counting. Don't worry. This is 7. Slow and steady wins the race. 6, squeeze the glute. Come forward, inhale, 5, exhale, back. This is 4. This is the moment, it counts. I know it's uncomfortable. 3, but remember it's only temporary. 2. Now on 1, lift your leg up. Even if it's screaming at you, lift it up. Hold, little pulses. We're here for 5, 4, I know you can. 3, 2, stay with me. 1, hold, pull it in. Oh, punch the legs. Say good job. Thank you, glutes, for showing up today. And we're gonna come all the way up. Right hand down, left hand up and over. And start to really deepen the breath here. Coming all the way back through center. And just finding a cross-legged position with your right shin forward and your left shin behind, so your ankles are not crossed. Sit evenly across both the hips. Take a full breath in. And then exhale as you bring the hands forward. Can you start to forward fold? Oh, my glutes are tight today. So you can stay exactly as I am here, quite lifted. If you have access, you can come down onto your forearms, but please don't force it. Listen to your body. We have just worked the glutes, so they might be a little bit angry, a little bit feisty. And start to really soften into this shape. 1 more full breath in. And creating more space as you breathe out. Inhale as you lengthen the arms, start to walk your hands back. And we're just going to change legs. So it is now your left shin forward, right shin back. You can bring the feet out quite wide just so you can sit evenly across both your hip bones. Bring the hands in front of you as you inhale. And then exhale, slowly take a little forward fold. Now everyone's going to feel this in a little bit of a different spot. It could be both the glutes, maybe just the left, maybe it's the hips or the lower back. Whatever it is, be really kind. Listen to the body and the sensations and lean into your breath. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale as you start to press the arms up and just walk yourself back. Now finding any seated position, I like to cross the ankles over and bring the hands down to your knees. Allow the shoulders to soften away from the ears. And can you think about sitting up nice and tall with your spine, shoulders directly over your hips or your pelvis. If it feels comfortable, close down the eyes or slightly tuck the chin to the chest. As we close the practice, coming back to the four corners of your mat, back to your internal space. Noticing what comes up for you. If the mind starts to wander, if the body starts to fidget, can you start to invite stillness? Bringing your right hand to your heart and really pressing down so you can feel the warmth of your skin underneath your palm. Wherever you are on your breath, let it go with an exhale. And as one, can you breathe in for the counts of 3, 2, 1, hold, and then breathe out for 3, 2, and 1. One more just like this, breathing in for 3, 2, 1, hold, breathing out for 3, 2, 1. Releasing your right hand, start to bring the eye gaze forward, adjusting to the light. And you're all done, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for pressing play, and thank you for doing something for you. If you have any questions or any comments, especially about after the challenge, what you'd want to see more of, let me know in the comments and I'll respond to you. I will see you soon. Mwah.